What is up, everyone? It's your boy, Aziz, back with another video, and today we are diving deep into a topic that, let's be real, we've all Googled at 2 a.m. how to attract the opposite sex. I see you, don't even try to deny it. We're going to break down the 8, count 'em, 8, most effective, no-nonsense, real-deal steps to not just get noticed, but to become that person everyone is naturally drawn to. This isn't about cheap tricks or weird pickup lines your uncle told you to use. This is about leveling up your whole vibe. We're talking about building that magnetic personality from the ground up. From the way you walk into a room to the way you talk about your passions. We're covering it all. Think of me as your wingman, your coach, your slightly too caffeinated guide on this journey to becoming irresistibly attractive. We're going to transform you from someone who just exists in the background to the main character of your own love story. It's going to be a journey, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be packed with information. So, you absolutely need to stick around until the very end because, trust me, each step builds on the last one, and the final tips are pure gold. You don't want to be the person who only knows 7 of the 8 secrets, right? That's like building a beautiful house and forgetting the front door. So grab a notebook, silence your notifications, unless it's your crush, maybe keep those on, and let's get into it. Let's make you the most attractive version of you. Alright, let's kick things off with the absolute foundation, the OG, the cornerstone of attraction confidence. I'm not talking about that loud, obnoxious, look at me kind of arrogance. No. We're talking about that quiet, steady inner belief in yourself. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you make eye contact, the way you own your space without having to scream for attention. It's that energy that says, I know who I am, I like who I am, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. That, my friends, is ridiculously attractive. Think about it, when you see someone who is genuinely confident, they radiate this kind of positive, secure energy. They're not fidgeting nervously or looking for validation from everyone around them, they're just solid. People are naturally drawn to that stability. It makes them feel safe and intrigued. It's like a lighthouse in a storm. You can't help but be guided towards it. Confidence tells the world that you value yourself, and when you value yourself, other people are way more likely to see your value too. So how do you build this magical thing called confidence? It starts small. Start by celebrating your wins, no matter how tiny. Did you nail a presentation at work? Awesome. Did you finally fold that mountain of laundry? You're a champion. Start a hype file on your phone with screenshots of compliments or notes about things you're proud of. Look at it when you're feeling down. Practice power poses in the mirror. I know it sounds silly, but trust me, stand like Superman for 2 minutes and you'll feel a shift. It's also about faking it till you make it. Seriously, act like the confident person you want to be. Walk with your head held high, shoulders back, speak clearly and audibly, not mumbling into your shirt. Make eye contact with the barista when you order your coffee. These small actions practiced over and over start to rewire your brain. Your body language informs your mindset. Before you know it, that fake confidence starts to feel pretty darn real. And remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about knowing you're awesome despite your imperfections. It's about accepting your quirks, your weird laugh, your nerdy obsession with vintage maps. Own it all. Because the person who is unapologetically themselves is the most confident person in the room, and that is the person everyone, and I mean everyone, wants to get to know. It's the ultimate magnetic force. Okay, you're feeling confident, you're walking tall. Now what happens when someone actually starts talking to you? Panic? Nope, not anymore. Because step 2 is all about good communication skills. This is more than just being able to talk, it's about being able to connect. The biggest secret to being a great communicator isn't about what you say, it's about how you listen. I'm talking about active, engaged, I'm actually hearing you listening. When someone is talking, are you just waiting for your turn to speak? Are you already formulating your response in your head? We all do it, but the most attractive people don't. They listen with their whole body. They put their phone away, they turn towards the person, they nod, they make affirming sounds like uh-huh or wow. They are genuinely trying to understand the other person's perspective. This makes the speaker feel valued, heard, and important. And guess what? People are insanely attracted to those who make them feel good. Once you've listened, it's your turn to talk. And the key here is clarity and authenticity. Don't try to use big words you don't understand or pretend to be an expert on something you know nothing about. Just be you. Ask open-ended questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead of, did you have a good day? Try, what was the most interesting part of your day? See the difference? One ends the conversation, the other invites a story. And please, for the love of all that is good, learn to read the room. Pay attention to body language. If someone is slowly backing away, checking their watch, or giving one-word answers, it might be time to wrap it up. Good communication is a two-way street. It's a dance. You lead for a bit, then you follow. You talk, then you listen. This balance shows that you are socially intelligent and considerate, which is a huge turn-on. Ultimately, great communication is about showing genuine interest. Be curious about people. Everybody has a story, and if you can be the person who is interested enough to hear it, you become memorable. You're not just another face in the crowd, you're the person who made them feel seen. That connection, built through listening and genuine curiosity, is way more powerful than any witty one-liner you could ever memorize. Alright, let's talk about the outside, because like it or not, first impressions matter. Step 3 is all about personal grooming. Now hold up. This is not me telling you that you need to look like a supermodel or spend a fortune on designer clothes. Not at all. This is about showing that you respect yourself enough to take care of the body you live in. It's about presentation. It's about signaling to the world, I've got my stuff together. Let's start with the basics, the non-negotiables. Hygiene. This should be a given, but you'd be surprised. Shower regularly. Wear deodorant, brush your teeth, make sure your breath doesn't smell like that onion you had for lunch 3 days ago. These things are the absolute bare minimum of self-respect. If you can't take care of these simple things, it sends a message that you might not take care of other things, or other people, very well either. It's a subtle, but powerful signal. Next, let's talk clothes. Again, this isn't about brands, it's about fit and cleanliness. Are your clothes clean and wrinkle-free? Do they actually fit your body properly? Clothes that are too baggy can make you look sloppy, and clothes that are too tight can look, well, uncomfortable. Find clothes that flatter your body type. You don't need a huge wardrobe. A few well-fitting classic pieces, a good pair of jeans, a clean t-shirt, a nice jacket, can go a long way. It shows you put in a little effort. And don't forget the details, your hair, your nails, your skin. Get a haircut that suits your face shape. You don't have to do anything crazy, just keep it neat. Keep your fingernails clean and trimmed. Nobody wants to see dirt under there. And if you have skin issues, look into a simple skincare routine. Cleanser, moisturizer, boom. It's not about vanity, it's about health and showing you care about your well-being. Think of it this way, your appearance is the cover of your book. Before anyone gets to read the amazing story inside, that's you. They see the cover. A clean, well-designed cover makes people want to pick it up and see what's inside. A torn, stained, messy cover? People are probably going to walk right past, so put a little effort into your cover. It shows self-respect, and self-respect is incredibly attractive. So you're looking good, you're feeling confident, you're a great listener. What's next? It's time to make them laugh. Step 4 is all about having a sense of humor. Life is serious enough as it is. Work, bills, figuring out what to eat for dinner, it's a lot. The person who can bring a little levity and laughter into a situation is like a breath of fresh air. They're fun to be around, and fun is incredibly attractive. A good sense of humor is a sign of intelligence and creativity. It shows you can see the world from a different, more playful perspective. It's a powerful tool for breaking the ice and easing tension. Think about that awkward silence on a first date. A well-timed, lighthearted joke can completely shatter that tension and make both people relax. It builds an instant connection, a shared moment of joy. Laughter is a universal language. Now this doesn't mean you need to be a stand-up comedian. You don't have to be constantly cracking jokes or doing impersonations. In fact, please don't. That can get annoying real fast. It's more about not taking yourself or life too seriously. It's about being able to laugh at yourself when you do something silly, like tripping over nothing or spilling coffee on your shirt. Being able to laugh at your own blunders shows humility and confidence. The best kind of humor is observational and kind. Pointing out the funny, absurd things in everyday life is great. Making fun of yourself is great. Making fun of other people? Not so great. Avoid mean-spirited, sarcastic, or offensive jokes. The goal is to make people feel good and included, not to put others down to get a laugh. A truly attractive sense of humor is one that lifts everyone up. So, look for the funny in your day. Share a silly story about your pet. Find a funny meme that relates to a conversation you're having. Don't be afraid to be a little goofy. Let your playful side out. When you make someone genuinely laugh, you're creating a positive emotional experience for them. They will associate you with that good feeling. And that, my friends, is a powerful, powerful tool of attraction. You're laughing, you're connecting, now it's time to go deeper. Step 5 is all about finding shared interests. This is where you move from a fun, surface-level interaction to building a real, solid connection. When you discover you share a hobby, a passion, or even just a similar taste in movies with someone. It's like finding a secret key that unlocks a new level of your relationship. It creates an instant sense of us. Think about it. When you find out someone else also loves that obscure indie band you thought only you knew about, or that they also spend their weekends hiking the same trails, you feel an immediate bond. It's like, you get it, you're one of my people. This common ground gives you an endless supply of things to talk about. The conversation flows naturally because you're both genuinely excited and knowledgeable about the topic. How do you find these shared interests? You ask questions and you share about yourself. We already talked about being a good communicator. This is where you put it into practice. Ask them what they love to do in their free time. Ask them what kind of music they're listening to lately, or what the last great book they read was. And don't just interview them. You have to offer up your own interests too. It's a give and take. When you're talking about your own passions, let that excitement show. Don't be shy about it. If you're obsessed with board games, talk about it with enthusiasm. If you're passionate about volunteering at an animal shelter, let that care and dedication shine through. Seeing someone light up when they talk about something they love is incredibly attractive. It shows they have a rich inner life and things they care about beyond just themselves. And what if you don't have any common interests right away? That's okay. Be open to learning about theirs. If they love rock climbing and you've never tried it, show curiosity. Ask them what they love about it. Maybe even suggest they teach you sometime. Being open-minded and willing to step into their world is just as attractive as already sharing a hobby. It shows you're adventurous and interested in them as a person, not just looking for a clone of yourself. Okay, this next one might seem obvious, but you would be shocked at how many people forget it. Step 6 is the secret sauce, the universal rule, the thing that will make you attractive to literally everyone. Respect and kindness. I don't care how confident, funny, or good-looking you are. If you're a jerk, it's a deal breaker. Full stop. True attractiveness comes from being a genuinely good human being. Respect isn't just about being polite to your date, it's about how you treat everyone around you. How do you talk to the waiter, the Uber driver, the person who gets your coffee order wrong? People are always watching. If you're charming to your date but rude to the staff, it reveals your true character. It shows that your niceness is conditional, and that's a massive red flag. Being kind to everyone, regardless of their status, shows integrity. Kindness is about empathy. It's about trying to understand what someone else is feeling and being considerate of that. It's holding the door for someone, offering a genuine compliment, or just listening when someone needs to vent. These small acts of kindness create ripples. They make the world a slightly better place, and they make you a person that others want to be around. Kindness is warm, it's inviting, and it's incredibly comforting. Respect also means respecting boundaries. If someone says they're not interested, respect that. If they say they're not comfortable with something, respect that. Pushing someone's boundaries is the opposite of attractive. It's creepy and disrespectful. A truly confident and kind person doesn't need to pressure anyone. They understand that no is a complete sentence and they move on with grace. This shows emotional maturity, which is extremely attractive. Ultimately, kindness and respect are about seeing the humanity in everyone. It's about treating people the way you would want to be treated. It's the golden rule for a reason. It costs you nothing to be a kind person, but the value it adds to your character is immeasurable. People will forget what you said, they might forget what you did, but they will never ever forget how you made them feel. Make them feel respected and valued, and you will be unforgettable. We've talked about who you are on the inside and how you treat others. Now let's talk about where you're going. Step 7 is all about having ambition and passion. People are drawn to those who have a fire in their belly, a direction they're heading in life. It doesn't mean you have to be a CEO or want to be a millionaire. It means you have goals, you have things you care about, and you're actively working towards them. Ambition is sexy. It shows that you're not just passively letting life happen to you. You're a participant, a creator of your own future. This could be ambition in your career, like working towards a promotion or starting your own business. It could be a creative ambition, like writing a novel or mastering the guitar. It could even be a personal development ambition, like learning a new language or running a marathon. The what is less important than the why and the how. Having goals gives you a sense of purpose, and that purpose is compelling. It makes you more interesting, to talk to because you have things you're working on and excited about. When someone asks, "What's new with you?" you have an answer beyond "not much." You can talk about the progress you're making, the challenges you're facing, and the things you're learning. This shows drive, resilience, and a growth mindset. Passion is the fuel for that ambition. It's the genuine love for what you do. When you talk about your passions, your whole demeanor changes. Your eyes light up, you get more animated, your voice has more energy. This authenticity is captivating. It's inspiring to be around someone who is deeply engaged with something they love. It makes others want to find their own passions. So, take some time to think about what you want out of life. What are your goals? What truly excites you? And start taking small steps towards them. You don't have to have it all figured out, but having a sense of direction, a passion that drives you, makes you a dynamic and forward-moving person. People are attracted to that momentum. They want to be around someone who is going somewhere, not someone who is standing still. We've arrived at the final and most important step. After all the advice about confidence, grooming, and humor, it all comes down to this one beautiful, simple truth. Step 8 is authenticity. Be yourself, that's it. That's the secret. Because at the end of the day, you can fake confidence. You can memorize jokes, but you can't fake who you are. And you shouldn't have to. Authenticity is the glue that holds all the other steps together. Your confidence should be in your unique strengths. Your sense of humor should be your style of funny. Your passions should be the things that genuinely light you up. Trying to be someone you're not is exhausting, and people can sense it. They can tell when you're putting on an act, and it creates a barrier. It prevents any real connection from forming. Think about it. Do you want to attract someone who likes the fake version of you? What happens when you get tired of keeping up the act? The whole relationship would be built on a lie. The goal is to attract someone who likes you for you. Your quirks, your weirdness, your imperfections and all. The right person will be attracted to your genuine self, not some carefully constructed persona. Being authentic means being vulnerable. It means being okay with not being perfect. It means sharing your real thoughts and feelings even if you're a little scared. This vulnerability is what creates deep, meaningful connections. It's what allows someone to see the real you and fall for that person. It takes courage to be authentic, and that courage is incredibly attractive. It's the ultimate display of self-confidence. So take all these steps we've talked about today, build your confidence, communicate better, take care of yourself, laugh, find common ground, be kind, chase your dreams, but filter them all through the lens of your true self. Don't lose yourself in the process of trying to be more attractive. The goal isn't to change who you are, it's to become the best, most radiant version of the person you already are. That is the key. Be you. Everyone else is already taken. And that's a wrap. We've covered the 8 essential steps to becoming a more attractive version of you. Let's do a super quick recap. We started with building that unshakable confidence, then we mastered communication by becoming amazing listeners. We leveled up our look with personal grooming, brought the joy with a sense of humor, and built deep connections by finding shared interests. Most importantly, we learned to lead with respect and kindness, to show off our ambition and passion, and to tie it all together with the ultimate secret weapon: authenticity. These steps aren't a magic spell that will work overnight. They're a lifestyle. It's about building a better relationship with yourself first, and when you do that, you naturally become more attractive to others. So I challenge you to pick 1 or 2 of these steps to focus on this week. Maybe it's making better eye contact or asking more open-ended questions. Try it out and see how it feels. Then I want you to come back here and share your experiences in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and investing this time in yourself. If you found this video helpful, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Go out there and be your awesome, authentic, attractive self. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.